You are now listening to Serious Minds RNTV with your host, Professor Griff. The call-in number is 516-654-7688. That's 516-654-7688. This is Professor Griff, and this is Serious Minds RNTV. Serious Minds for Serious Minds. Seriously. The Serious Minds Brain Tonic was created to sharpen the mind by protecting cells and increasing neurotransmitters associated with learning and memory. This is the Serious Minds Brain Tonic. The Resurrection Formula. This male reproductive tonic elixir is the resurrection you've been looking for. It is a stimulating sexual tonic with mild androgen-like effects that is nourishing to the reproductive system. You can order them at www.professorgriff.me and www.seriousmindsinstitute.com. Just call 678-557-2919. Your health is your wealth. Peace. Alright, greetings. Peace, everyone. How's everyone doing? Alright, peace, shalom, hotep, abarigani, free the land, black power, what up, what's good, what's popping, what it do, whatever greeting you go by. I want y'all to greet y'all. It's Professor Griff, y'all already know that. And this is Serious Minds RNTV, coming on at an awkward day, at an awkward time, but kind of figure, yeah, it was kind of quiet, man. I was studying some stuff, and I just said to myself, okay, yeah. 2 or 3 news kind of articles came across my phone. I just said, yeah, I think we might need to have that discussion, man. Peace to the Serious Minds family, of course, on IG. Peace. I wanted to come on earlier today, but I tried to do something outside, but it rained all day. Peace. Quan, what's good? What's up, Quan? Quan in the building, yo. For real. All right. Shout out to Little Goddess. Shout out to Johnny Taylor. Shout out to all of the people that support Serious Minds RNTV. Nah, Stony Love 13. I can't even do that. I don't do no DMs, not on IG, not on nothing. I don't do the social media thing. My phone number 678-557-2919. Everybody named grandmother got my phone number. Text me. All right. All right. So what I want to talk about today is something that I've talked about in the past. And it's really nothing new. All right. But a couple of these articles kind of, Jade Michelle, peace was good. A couple of these articles ran across my phone today, and I said, wow, so let me just kind of throw that out there. Melanin Green, peace. Marley, all the way from London, what's good with you? All right, I'm glad to see people checking in. It's a beautiful thing. I am going to open up. I try to set my machine up where I can take some phone calls. But y'all got to give me a minute if that's going to happen. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can make it happen. Now, I'll make it happen second part of the show. All right, right now, nah. All right. In any event, Quan, what's good with you? Quan wants you to know if y'all want to donate. You can go to the Cash App, pardon me. It's just $ Professor Griff. And of course, if y'all right here on Serious Minds RNTV on YouTube, just hit the super chat or just go to PayPal, www.paypal.me/Professor Griff Corp. If you want to donate. All right. You may not want to. You may be saving your money for Chroma. For those that don't know what I just said, that's Christmas in my ATL voice, or Kwanzaa, or whatever it is that's coming up. Winter solstice, or whatever it is you celebrate. All right? Okay. If you need any more information, go to my website on anything. Whether you want to purchase some mags, AR-15 mags, whether you want to purchase some caps. Hold on, let me get a cap. Hold on. Alright. Whether you want to purchase a cap, it took me that long. Alright. Especially the RBG joint. Red, black, and green. And especially if you want to purchase Serious Minds Brain Tonic and the Resurrection Formula. Alright. Go to www.professorgriff.me. Alright. Shout out to Smile Pharmacy. Shout out to Debbie Tribe Wellness. Miss Soleil. Hope you're doing well in the cold. Don't worry about it. Okay. That's what we're talking about. Panther God. You said the crime must be stopped completely. Okay. Well, I'm going to take you up on that challenge. See if we can kind of stop it at the highest level. UG_Buzz. I would love to have you on our show, big bro. Text me. My phone number is 678-557-2919. All right. Yeah, I'm not worried about the agents. The agents sometimes do us a favor, man. I mean, my thing is, as long as they've been coming on doing what they do, y'all should recognize the agent now. It ain't even challenging no more. Yeah. All right. Conversation I want to have tonight is the idea of crime and violence in the cities. When white flight took place, and if you do not know what I mean when I say, okay, why? Hold on for a second. I'm freestyling this Tuesday. Hold on. Okay. When white flight took place, white flight meaning white families left from out of the cities and took to the suburbs because they had tailor-made the hired help, the slaves, whatever you want to call all the names that they've called black people, and black people lived primarily around the quote-unquote, their label, not mine, the inner city, which they've turned into ghettos. Shortly after ghettos, they turned them into projects. Shortly after projects, they turned them into slums and everything else. All right. Then now that white flight is returning, they're calling it gentrification, revitalization. All the terms that you hear, the lustrous terms, code words that you hear, which is part of the language of racism, white supremacy. All right. Now they're coming back, and it's gentrification. And they're revitalizing the inner city. And you thought they were doing that for us. Nope. They're taking over the inner cities so they can put Starbucks and Whole Foods and some of these other places and sports bars and gyms. And you may say, well, what's wrong with that? Nothing is wrong with that. But if you're taking people and displacing people, then there's an issue with that. All right. If you're uprooting somebody's grandma who lived in that house for 30 years, 40 years, all right, and you're raising the property tax, of course, she's going to think twice when you come to hand her, $150,000 for her property when it's worth $450,000. because that's what you're going to turn around and flip it. What do you think all these shows are about on TV? Flip this house and with all this other kind of stuff that's going on. Yeah, they're coming to take the property from black people that are in the inner city, buying it for $75,000, fixing it up, flipping it, and selling it for $470,000, $75,000. So then now that the white flight in reverse, now they're coming back, taking over the inner city. Now, black people, which is not only black people, it's a whole lot of other people, which we're going to get to the numbers in a minute. That's black people that are still there and are used to these neighborhoods, and gangs are formed, and people owning the hood now are basically saying to themselves, okay, well, nah. Yeah, if you don't trick my grandmama out of her house, and it's the only area I know, I'm going to wreak havoc. Not that I agree with any of that. Trust me, because I don't. All right? Because they robbing and killing everyone. All right? Okay. So now I'm saying it's not safe. Before it used to be, I don't go to that part of town because it's dangerous. Now that part of town has become everywhere you go now. So much so that the residents of Buckhead in Atlanta don't want to be part of Atlanta, taking almost $400 million out of the Atlanta economy. Y'all didn't hear what I said. Marinate on that for a minute. Shout out to Double B. What's up, Brandale Bowen, sir? Now that the criminals have expanded their outreach in their outreach program, they're breaking into cars, they're kidnapping people, murdering people, shooting people, carjacking people, breaking into people's homes while they're home. Crime is getting out of control. So looking at it from the perspective of people protesting in 2020, and then the cops taking the approach, well, we're going to let crime happen. Once they allowed and they pulled back and the crime started to happen, now people are complaining. Yes, Buckhead wants to be its own city with its own police department, with its own police force, with its own laws, yeah. So before we started naming cities and who's the most violent and that kind of thing, do your research. Right now, let's take a moment and let's research what's the most dangerous city in America. And don't put silly stuff up on the screen. Oh man, I'm from Philly, man. I'm from South Philly. Yo, I'm from Detroit, man. And this is what happens. And I'm from the Chi. And I'm from, nope, do the stats. Look it up. Because I did them 2-3 weeks ago. And the places that you think are the most dangerous places are absolutely not. We're not talking about what you think, Carlton Way 1. Go do the research, man. We're not talking about what you feel or what you think. Nah, bro, we're not doing that. Do the research. This is Serious Minds RNTV. Use your mind. Let's go. I don't care what you believe, Mike Diamond 85. I don't care, bro. Go do the research. Take a minute, pause, bro. Go do the research. Go do the research. Take your time. You can Google it. Google it. Matt, what's good? Great peace and prosperity. Grateful for you keeping the community informed. Give thanks. Matt with a double C. What's the double C for, Matt? Like crucial conflict? Come on, man. Y'all stop playing with me today. All right? I came on here for a reason and a purpose. Tell me. Give me some stats. All right? Because I have the stats. All right. Warhammer 62 says Detroit, St. Louis, Memphis, and Baltimore. Where did you get the list of those cities from? Because as much as they keep forcing Chicago down our throats, all right, they keep saying Chicago is the most violent city. I didn't see Chicago in that list, man. Hold on. I didn't see Chicago in that list. Are we doing the research?
Yo, Griff, what's good, bro?
Peace. How you feel, man? What's good with you, man?
I'm chilling, my man. I'm chilling, yeah.
All right.
What you talking about right now?
I'm talking about crime and violence in the cities and how they're pushing this narrative, and they keep telling us that the Chi is the most violent city in America. They keep saying that now because the inner cities have been turned into places where white flight, when they left out of the city to move to the suburbs, now they're coming back. All right, and they're making the downtown areas in every city the place to be. All right, crime is on the rise.
That's gentrification. You know, I'm in Detroit right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell you a little bit about Detroit. And last time we spoke, I was in Baltimore.
Okay, because they said they put Detroit as the #1 place.
You know what that is about, man? That's because Detroit's a chocolate city, man. And, you know, whenever, you know, like, it has a history of having, you know, like, black people in positions of power, whether governors or not governors, but mayors, you know.
Right.
You know, they had, who's the mayor? Coleman? Coleman Young was the mayor of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I think it was Kilpatrick or whatever. He was another black guy. Baltimore, black mayor. And the thing is that, you know, I lived in these places and I've met some of the nicest people I've ever met in these places. I had no, like, family ties here. I ain't never felt like nobody was going to, like, run down on me and rob me or any of that kind of stuff. They perpetuate that stuff, man. And it's always in the black community.
Right. So, yeah, that's
we're not out here shooting up schools and all that other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You got a point there. Okay. Wow.
You know?
Right. So that's what I'm talking about tonight, man. Just trying to feel the people out, because when we do the research and we look up the dangerous cities 2020 and 2021, Detroit, St. Louis, Memphis, and a few other places come up.
So,
statistically, let me put that in there.
Yeah, you know what that's about, man. Wherever black people at, you know, we're animals.
Right.
It is what it is.
The two places you've lived, Baltimore and Detroit, one is at #1 and one is at #4. So I'm saying to you, statistic per capita though. So wherever you find a lot of us, like you said, especially in positions of power, it seems like they focus more on that and they exacerbate the numbers and they put that out in our faces like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, like, we are so kind to everybody except for each other. At least that's what's been promoted.
Right.
And, you know, like, you know, we act like this prison industrial complex is not a real thing.
Exactly.
So, you know, like, they're like, oh, you can't have guns, you can't do this, you can't do that, because, like, yo, you guys are descendants of slaves, and you guys are stupid, and you guys hate each other. And so, but, you know, I want to talk about something else.
No, I can't, bro, because you're going to boggle my brain. I'm sticking to the subject.
Bro, we got the end. We already know.
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Slave lives out here.
I'm sticking to crime and violence.
No,
nope, not at all.
Why can't we all get together?
Nah, I'm sticking to the subject, bro. I love you, bro.
No. I'm talking about something that needs to be talked about.
No.
Why can't you bury the hatchet?
No, I'm not doing that.
You recycling the problem.
I'm not doing that, bro.
You're part of the problem.
I'm
you
not.
Can't do that, then
I'm
you're
not.
part of the problem.
I'm
If
not
you
doing.
Can't bury
Good.
the hatchet,
I'll be part of the problem, but I'm not doing that. We can talk. We can talk about it. We can talk about it on another part of the show.
You gotta be a better
but yeah, well, I'm not, Joe. I'm not though. I'm just not. So no, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it some other time. Well, don't listen. I'm being respectful. I don't want people to listen if we got to change the subject while I'm having a conversation about something else. We could talk about that on another show. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, no, I think it's a very interesting subject because I have some information on my phone that came across about what's going on in Atlanta, and I wanted to have that discussion. That's all, bro. That's it. No love lost. Definitely no love lost, bro. I got you. All right, peace.
Yeah, well, I hope that you can bury that hatchet one day, man, with all your brothers. You know what I'm saying? We all black men, and we got society coming at us, and then we coming at each other, man. It don't make no sense. And until we stop looking at each other crooked-eyed, we gonna be believing these lies that they tell about us.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I bring that up.
Got you. All right, good, bro.
Have a good one.
All right, peace.
We'll y'all later.
Peace. All right. So we're talking about the violence and the crime. And since that brother just said I'm part of the problem, I agree with him. I'm going to be part of the problem. Shit. I'm going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea what he was talking about, but I guess he has the right to say it since I'm the one that brought him on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm responsible. I'm responsible for him and what he says on my platform. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, but he has the right to say it. I mean, I don't really know him, and I don't know what he was talking about. So, yeah. So I guess that's a real dynamic that's heavy on his heart because he wanted to talk about it. I don't know what violence I'm perpetrating. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe Griff is a violent dude. I don't know. Shit. Anyway, I just want people to know I come in peace. I maintain the peace. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, the violence and crime. This is what came up. Hold on. Hold on for a second. Ooh, so when I was reading through, I was just saying to myself, wow. All right. Other than the salacious kind of news that's kind of out there, yeah, which I really truly kind of like don't pay attention to. Thank you, Quan. Quan said, don't believe the hype. I hear you. Yeah. All right, so the stuff that's coming across my phone, because I'm sure everyone has a news app to keep track of the news like I do, because you want to know what's going on around you. All right, so yeah, you definitely want to know what's going on around you, which I think is you should want to know. You understand what I'm saying? Peace, Queen. So late coming through like a fat rat in a cheese factory. All right. All right, so man gets life in prison for killing Clayton County teen during a water gun fight. So when you hear stuff like that, do you automatically say, okay, the idea of conflict resolution in that person's either education or upbringing hasn't been taught? You understand what I'm saying? So not sure what happens when you hear that. What do you think when you hear that? If you're playing around and you're in a water fight, not going over the whole entire story, and then A water fight leads to a real gunfight. All right. And then you start to hear stories like group of black families purchased 500 acres of land to turn a part of Georgia into a bustling kind of, metropolis, I guess, for black people. Beautiful idea. And then they have another article that talks about the most expensive areas to live in Atlanta. And you don't think that criminals are reading this kind of stuff also? Then there's another article that came across that says, we're not safe. East Point residents voice crime concerns. Hold on. After a neighbor's death. All right, frustrations about crime and safety have been brewing among East Point's residents as their tight-knit community mourns the recent loss of two neighbors who were gunned down. All right, they were gunned down. All right, so then now people are getting kidnapped, coming up missing. There was an article I read today where someone defending their home now, all right, met the criminal coming through their window. Here it is. Woman confronts man breaking into her home. It didn't end well for him. All right? Woman confronts man breaking into her home. Police say the man was actually climbing through the window when he came face to face with the homeowner who stopped him in his tracks. This is in Decatur, Georgia. All right? Decatur police are now looking for a man who tried to break into a woman's home. Police say the man was actually climbing through the window when he came face to face with the homeowner who stopped him. And then police say just after midnight Wednesday, a woman had caught the stranger climbing through her downstairs window. Investigators say she confronted him. He pointed a gun at her and demanded money. According to police, there was a struggle, and then the man eventually ran off. Now, what do y'all think about that? Help me out. So you say you're just wondering whether or not the violence is due to the lack of economics or just too much time on their hands. Okay. I'm open to have that discussion. Mm. All right. So you said, Mr. J. Nice, so you said it's about who controls the narrative. All right. 9 out of 10. Okay. So if we can control the narrative about a joke someone told, all right, if we can control the narrative about a new dance that came out, if we can control the narrative about a new challenge, all right, if we could go to TikTok and Facebook and all these other places and YouTube and Twitter, all right, and we could do the Twitter thing and we could control the narrative on something foolish, then why can't we control the narrative on something as serious as, these subjects that we're bringing up? So how do you, in the day of everything is supersized and fast tracked, and how come we can't control the narrative on that? Okay, then how do you control the narrative? What happens now when something goes viral? What happens in those situations? Are you controlling that narrative? Peace, Shaw Bates. What's good with you? Are we controlling that narrative? Is my question. Some people still think that you're going to vote someone in and these issues are going to stop. Obviously, they wasn't able to control the crime in certain areas. So basically, Buckhead said, you know something? We don't even want to be part of. We don't even want to be part of Atlanta. We'd rather have our own separate thing going on. So we don't even want to be part of it. Thank you, Ms. Charbase. That'll never be enough. You're not going to vote someone in and automatically those dynamics are going to change. All right. Next story. $10,000 reward offered to find the gunman who robbed and kidnapped employees at Kroger's. So if you don't live in Atlanta and you don't know what Kroger's is, it's like Publix. It's like A&P. It's like Ingles. It's like one of these other places that you could shop for food. Douglasville, Georgia. Police say a man went into a Kroger, robbed employees, kidnapped one of them, and forced them to drive him to another city. That's a hell of a thing. A whole damn grocery store. You go in there and kidnap the cashier. Walk her to her car after robbing her and have her drive you to another city. It's like Aldi's, right? Food for less. Food Lion. Thank you. Shoppers told Channel 2 that they are being extra cautious during the holiday season. Yeah, it's like Piggly Wigglies. Yeah, something like that. I lock my doors, go in and come out real quick and go back in. I don't really linger around. The other day, a woman got robbed and carjacked in the parking lot of Walmart. She came out at 2-something in the morning after getting off that shift, going to her car. Obviously, they were waiting in the parking lot for her. Not only her, but anyone that looked like a Vic. She sat in her car. They circled back around, found her, and then came up to the car on both sides and held guns. Took her car. What could have been different in that situation, family? Tell me, what could the woman have done any different than what she's done? How about A, not sit in the car 2 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, the Jason Jones, it was definitely something for her to do different. A, not sit in the car at 2 a.m. in the morning in the parking lot. B, if you got to go out to your car, have someone walk you, i.e. security guard. Walk you to the car, you drive him back to the front door, let him out while you wait there at the front door. That's right, use the buddy system. All right? Be aware of your situation. This whole idea of situational awareness. Pay a lot attention. How about have you a firearm to defend yourself? This right here, this one is heartbreaking to me. Boy arrested in the fatal shooting of an 8-year-old in the Southwest Atlanta apartments. Do y'all understand that certain calibers, certain rounds, certain ammunition, certain bullets can actually go through walls? I'm sure you'll already know that. I'm sure you know that already. Okay. So as people are getting these high-powered weapons, all right, and they don't know the magnitude of the ammunition that they're shooting, whether it's green tip, yeah, I can name some, but I don't want to try to sound like the expert. All right. You shooting a magazine full of rounds that's coming out of a Desert Eagle, and you think it's not going to penetrate a wall? Yeah, it kind of will. All right. So there's a lot of things you can do in that transitional space called parking lots at 2 in the morning. All right. But we have to be smart and know and understand. You have to know and understand that, listen, man, people are out now, especially during this time of year, because people need money. We don't know how this economy is going to act up. All right. Next story. It says a boy has been arrested and charged after an 8-year-old was shot to death last month at a Southwest Atlanta apartment complex, police says. The juvenile, whose name and age are not being released, was charged with murder. A juvenile. So they under the age of 16. That was charged with murder of an 8-year-old. No, dual nature. Hollow points may not go. No. Hollow points are not going through walls. No. Sorry, bro. No. No, 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 no. All right? No. So now we got juveniles, 14, 15-year-olds killing 8-year-olds. I got a phone call from LA today. This guy often have conversations, which we kind of joke about certain things. And he was like, Griff, if you heard somebody got shot, I promise you, Unc, it wasn't me. I'm like, come on, bro, what happened, man? He said, the thing that Q, Dre, Snoop, I think George Clinton and all of them were at, Al Green, I think. Yeah. He said somebody got shot. I'm like, at a concert. I said, all right. And excuse me, Rich Mitchell, it depends on which gun you're shooting a hollow point from, the distance, the caliber of weapon, the distance, and what kind of walls are you talking about. So it's very broad what the person put up. If you go back and read it, all they put was hollow point. And I said, no. So there's nothing for you to disagree with. No. Not that you can't disagree. You can, but yeah, in that case, there's really nothing to disagree with. All right. So that was the situation, and I said, wow. So crime is on the rise. And because if you live in Atlanta, that make you think like the crime is like ridiculous. Although it is up by 60, I think 60%. Hold on for a second. After historically deadly 2020, Atlanta homicides are up nearly 60% in 2021. So homicides up, not crime. Okay. Wow. Let me see. So the violence, June 2021, Lenox Square Mall in Buckhead, the site of the latest shooting at Metro's Atlanta shopping centers. Along with what happened the other day, someone got shot in the movie theater the other day. Literally in the movie theater over a ticketed seat. So you get into a verbal confrontation with someone, and rather than going to get the usher or security inside of the movie theater, you pull out a gun and you shoot the individual and just walk out like everything is everything. Yeah, no, we need to get back to the verbal judo, man, and kind of at least talk it out, or just humble yourself. Be like, my bad, bruh. I'm sorry if I'm sitting in your seat. I'm going to go back to mine. All right? It says, David was one of the more 60 people in Atlanta whose lives were ended by violence this year. Let me share my screen so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. All right. All right. It says Diamond Johnson, 15, was killed last month when an argument led to a gunfight in the Southeast Atlanta shopping center. Calvin Jackson Jr., 17, a rising Midtown high school junior, was shot to death over Memorial Day weekend in his family's old Fourth Ward home. Young A, you, probably Asian, 63, Soon Young Park, 74, Soon Sha Kim, 69, and Hyun Jung Grant, 51, were all killed in March when a gunman went into a rampage in Metro Atlanta spas. Atlanta police investigating 64 homicide cases in 2021, a 58% increase over this time last year. The surge follows a historically deadly 2020 when authorities investigated 157 homicide cases, the most in more than 2 decades, and that's right here in Atlanta. All right. That's only in Atlanta, so you can imagine some of the other places. The places that we've already established were more deadlier than Atlanta. Detroit, Memphis, St. Louis, Baltimore, and some other places. Quan said, man, someone was sitting in my paid for seats for the Isley Brothers and the Maze concert. I politely went to customer service and had them removed. End of the story. That's it. Conflict resolution. That's it. End of the story. End of the story. All right. So I'm looking at some of the comments. If you're feeling some kind of way about this conversation that we're having, you don't have to. You could go to someone else's channel. I don't mind. I'll still love you tomorrow. I'll still give you some dap when I see you, but you don't have to stay. This right here is to make you awake and aware of what's going on in the cities. All right? Because most people now, especially people I know over 40, we ain't hanging out no more. Not going out, not staying out late, not even going out at night. Just, yeah. But it seems like now the criminal is bringing this to your doorstep, climbing through your windows and all this other kind of stuff. So you could take these stats and then you could look up the stats where you live. All right, you can say, oh, okay, wow, I see what's happening. Chase across 2 Georgia counties ends after state trooper shoots the driver. This is becoming a common occurrence. All right, a common occurrence. It's becoming a common occurrence. Police chases. Normally, you kind of only see that on the West Coast. Crazy police chases with helicopters, but it seems like now it's happening in every other city. And I think because it's being exacerbated, and the numbers are swelling in Atlanta because a lot of people are moving to Atlanta for a quote unquote better life, i.e., young Dolph and other people. All right. So I think there's nothing wrong with having the knowledge, knowing what's going on. If you're one of them individuals that's going to ignore the news and take your head and stick it in the sand, you're probably going to be the next Vic. Okay. I'm not going to read two more of these. Two found shot to death in double homicide at Metro Atlanta apartment. Next, resident shoots, kills man on property, Atlanta says, look, get off my property. I'm not going to tell you again. Georgia man wanted for killing a brother-in-law with his truck. And you would think that, by the way some of these stories sound, these are all black people, and it's not. Once you dive into the story, you start to see these individuals. It's right across the spectrum, the race spectrum. All right. I'm just reading some of the comments. I'm trying to figure out which ones to honestly respond to. Now, you're right. Pablo Freshcabar, it's all over. You're absolutely correct. It's all over the place. It's something going on that we need to pay some serious attention to on a psychic level and on a spiritual level. In most cases, if you're in tune with yourself, even though you don't watch the news, you know how to come and go. We've seen enough of this on knowing what we should be doing, places we should be going, and places we should stay away from. Thank you, Carl. Really appreciate you. Carl said that's why I keep my firearm with me at all times when I'm out in the public. Be aware of your surroundings, plain and simple. So I think the contributing factors to this is, of course, economics, of course, the pandemic, of course, one of my approach to the conversation and what I wanted to add to it in a couple of different conversations I was having with a couple of different people, responsible firearms owners are sometimes very responsible, leaving firearms, including police officers, leaving firearms in the car. And criminals, and you can look it up on Google. Police cars are being broken into, especially in Atlanta, and they're taking the police officers' firearms. So hell, if you know they're breaking a cop's car, you know they don't have no problem with breaking into yours. Keep your head on swivel, man. Be aware of your surroundings. All right? Yeah, Quan. People may take that in the wrong way. Yeah, let them know what to strap up with. K. Nicole, you say, wow, this ish, I don't know what that means, but just protect yourselves the best you can. You're right, Quan. The crimes and normally jump up during the holidays. True. We encourage people to take firearms classes. We encourage people to take self-defense classes. But it's almost like you got to trick them and twist their arm to kind of make them do that. Wow. For real. No. I don't think that's, no. Yep, Matt, you're absolutely correct. Houston is, I think, number 5. It says, don't roll up to the gas station late nights. That's for sure. Not in Houston. Not in Detroit. Not in Baltimore. Carlton Way 1. You're right. There's a lot of mental illness going on out there. Thank you, Quan. So there's firearms classes that you could take. There's self-defense classes that you could take. Now, I know y'all seen the dude that everybody's making fun of, but I watched, that's in Detroit. I forgot his name. Dale. What is his name, man? Dale. Hold on. Dale. Hold on. I forgot his name. You know the brother with the martial arts and the self-defense and the firearm stuff, disarming people. His name is Dale Brown. That's not his name, is it? Dale Brown is his name? Okay, yeah. And I watched the interview with him, and he makes sense. But I think because the practicality and the things that he's doing in a very real life scenarios, it just don't seem like that stuff will actually work. Now, maybe it may work for him. You said Detroit Tactical is his channel? Yeah. When I listened to him, I heard an interview today. When I listened to him, he made perfectly good sense in theory. But I think a lot of us, we really live in these streets for real. And a lot of that stuff, straight up, you just not holding no gun to my head. And I'm going to duck, do a cartwheel, come back, flip you, and then take your gun from you and shoot you. It's just not. No. Dale, I'm not trying to clown you, bro. I respect you, but no. No, 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 no. If I got a gun to your head, you ain't getting out of that one, Dale. Nope. Nah. No. Just not gonna happen. I'm just saying. No. Yeah, nah. Fresh cabal. Mr. Pablo, am I right or wrong? Come on, bro. State of creation, talk to me. Am I right? Seriously. I don't want to laugh. I'm trying not to, but nah. No. That's just not happening. You're not going to do a backflip, go pull out a ham sandwich, throw it in my chest, take my weapon, turn around, and then kill me? No. When have you ever heard that happening to any criminal you might know? A lot of you thought he was being funny, Jerome Davis, but no, it's a real guy doing real techniques. So, he wasn't playing. I don't know one criminal. I don't know one dude that's about that life or gonna let somebody take their damn gun from them. Like, nah, there's some dumb, stupid, idiotic, foolish, crazy criminals out there. But yeah, I don't even know anybody that he could do those techniques on. I'm just saying. Nah. Now, I'm not dry snitching or nothing, but I know a few, Dale. And if you really want to test those stuff out, I can have them contact you, bro, because you're not going to live through that. I kind of know a few. Yeah. So, damn, G Money, you said he dead ass serious? Okay. Wow. Okay. It's called the suicide move, man. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what that's going to be, man. Suicide move, because, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. When I first seen people mocking the dude, I laughed, and I'm like, wow. And then it dawned on me that they're mocking the dude from Detroit, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So I just kind of figured he was doing some techniques, and the people didn't understand the techniques. But then when I kind of looked at the techniques he was doing, with guns being pointed at him, like, all right, let me not quantify. Let me qualify the statement I just made. Can y'all help me out, please? I'm going to need some help with this. Soleil, if you're still on, I need you to help me. I need all the gun enthusiasts. Yeah, everyone that got, like, guns at home and think they know guns, and help me out. Okay, so, I don't know. The average gun, let's just say, on an average, Taurus G3. All right? If you look online on YouTube, and you'll see them testing the trigger on a Taurus G3. If you see them testing the trigger on a Glock 19, if you see them testing the trigger on a Smith & Wesson, any of the smaller compact Smith & Wessons, M&Ps, all right? Okay. If they're testing the trigger and the trigger only needs maybe 3 to 5 pounds of pressure in order for the gun to go off, right? If a child at 5 and 6, 7 years old can pull the trigger and kill his mom by accident, right? And then some of the triggers on some of the guns are modified to the point where it only takes 2 pounds of pressure. And even less than that to pull the trigger. You mean to tell me there's a gun to your head and you're going to disarm? Stop that. No, 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 no. In the immortal words of my granddaughter, Sage Lotus. No, 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 no. Not gonna work. This is not gonna work. No. Yeah. No. I'm just being upfront. I'm just kind of, yeah. Some of y'all been watching fucking John Wick reruns or Get Smart or I don't know, man. No. Just not gonna work. I'm just kind of saying no. And y'all can kind of look up some of these videos I'm talking about right now. Go look at how many pounds of pressure it takes to pull the trigger on a SIG P365 XL or a P320. If someone gets the drop on you, yeah, comply until you have an opportunity to defend yourself. Now, if you brave like the woman I talked about earlier in the show, where she just kind of like, nope, I'm not giving up my money. You're in my home and we're going to start fighting. I don't know what kind of criminal that is. That criminal ain't about that life. Thank you very much, Kayshawn. Most new pistols, the trigger breaks at about 5 pounds. Thank you, thank you, thank you for saying that. Nah, Soleil, don't laugh. I think you can back that up. And Mr. Kayshawn was right. Most pistols, the trigger on them breaks at 5 pounds of pressure. So can you imagine this person is already nervous, already got the gun to your head, already got their finger on the trigger, all right? And all of a sudden now you're going to levitate, all right? And you're going to do the snake, or you're going to do the whop, and you're going to confuse the guy long enough to take his gun, turn it, do a cartwheel and a backflip, break dance, come up and shoot him. Right. No. Kayshawn, you were doing fine. Now, here we go, bro. Come on, don't spoil it. Ain't nobody using revolvers nowadays. But I'm just saying, not these young dudes in the street, because they be having, like, extended mags and all this other kind of stuff. So, no, it's just that revolvers, no. You're talking about your old granddaddy's gun now. All right? K Nicole said, not the snake. Yeah, the snake. Come on, man. Stop that, y'all. Gas Tactical, what's good with you? All right? So, yeah, if someone's got the drop on you and they got a gun to your head, you might as well just go ahead and start making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and give it up. For real. Seriously, because, yeah, no. There's just certain guns that got modified triggers. If it's coming in the box, especially a SIG, and all it takes is 5 pounds of pressure to break the trigger, then come on, man. If the trigger's breaking at 5 pounds, then it's like, can you imagine some of these other guns with the triggers modified? No, it's just not going to happen, man. It's just, so Dale, I'm just saying to you, bro, love you to life, but a lot of that stuff is unrealistic, man. And cats are aggressive when they robbing people nowadays. And then I saw the one where they put the gun to his chest, and he said, now, this gun is out, this handgun now is out of battery, and it won't shoot. But ain't no criminal coming sticking no gun all the way in your chest where the gun is going to be out of battery and it's not going to be able to fire. And I'm saying, if any of y'all want to prove that, text me, and I'm going to introduce you to my mans in them. You understand what I'm saying? Who could put all that to the test. No, Wesley Merriweather, don't get me wrong, but people can die from a revolver. I'm just saying a lot of people are not carrying revolvers because after you run out of those 6 bullets, all right, then what? After you spend those 6 rounds, now what? And a lot of people with revolvers are not running around on the range doing tactical reloads and emergency reloads and all that kind of stuff. So stop playing. No, that's not happening. Cats are going to the gun shows buying these extended mags, which is longer than my damn arm, putting it on in a Glock or something. Yeah. And they robbing people at the gas station. Yeah. They're modifying these triggers. They're doing all kind of stuff, man. So I'm just saying, be awake and aware. Keep your head on swivel, especially this time of year, and be mindful of where you at. For real. So yeah, I think the transitional space that the woman was in when she was sitting in her car at Wally World, at Walmart, at 2 a.m., you asking for it. And that was not a smart move. There's a whole lot of things that she could have done. Be mindful of your transitional space. Yeah, Mac, with two C's, I wouldn't even do that, man. I wouldn't even. So, yeah. But I saw Dale doing that, and I'm like, Dale, come on, bro. That's just not, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Who was the dude? I think it was Ip Man who grabbed the dude's gun and disassembled it. Yeah, and threw part of the gun away. Yeah, that's y'all. Yeah, y'all been watching too many movies, man. Yeah, nah, it's just not real enough for me. It's just so Dale. I heard your interview. So, Guy, Dale did the interview with Coleon Noir. Go check it out, Dale Brown. He was on with Coleon Noir, and he did the whole interview. And he was basically like, yeah, his techniques work in the inner city in Detroit. Yeah, I know people from Detroit, and they don't kind of know dude like that. You understand what I'm saying? And then he said, I think he was in Chicago or something in the Wild 100s. And I'm like, nah, bro, I know people in the Wild 100s. Nah. I'm not sure if I'm going to ask him about you, but yeah, your name don't even ring a bell like that. So yeah. Yeah, I know. And you know, people shopping like they rich during these unholy days, and they don't think criminals are watching. If dudes will rob you at the front door of the mall, yeah, no, that's to let y'all know. They don't care. With no mask on. They don't care. So he's just for entertainment? Okay. That's how I'm going to approach that. Because I'm just looking at the techniques. And, you know, I'm a fairly decent martial artist. Soleil is a decent martial artist. And we could say that about ourselves, but we don't like to talk about ourselves. But come on, man. In our prime, we were doing our thing. But I'm saying to you, them techniques, yeah, I think that's why so many people are making fun, because it's almost like street cats know. It's like, yo, do not bring that shit up on the block. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Nah. Nah. Yeah, it's like, nah. No, I wouldn't suggest that. But I'm going to get off Dale Brown. No. So, anyway, fam, just quietly minding my own business. And the information came across my phone, and I just had to share it with you tonight. I didn't mean to be on too long. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. No. So just letting people know that if you come on and I click on for you to be on, and all you want to do is argue about stuff that I have no idea what you want to argue about, I'm just permanently blocking you. So you might as well get a new platform, new username, new mugshot, new whatever. And it's like, nope, I just have no clue. If I humbly respect you and say, no, let's talk about it some other time, just respect that. That's all. No argument out of me. Yeah, Ultra Grim X. That's what we talking about, yeah. Oh, you still in your prime? Soleil says she's still in her prime. She don't know what I'm talking about. You are in your prime. I'm not in my prime. Yeah. If I hit you with the verbal judo and I try out 3 of my best moves on you and that don't do it, yeah, sorry. Gas Tactical know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Soleil is in her prime. So don't run up on her. She don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not in my prime, I guess. Yeah, so I wouldn't test her if I were y'all. So yeah, so I guess that's a hint for me not to test her. I'm just saying though. Yeah, she's in her prime. See, just saying though. Yeah. Yeah, it's 85% mental, 15% physical for me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you with the verbal judo first. If I can't talk my way out of it, I'm gonna try to bow out peacefully. But if I can't, yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you, guy. But Soleil's in her prime, so I might get kicked with a roundhouse or two, but yeah. All right. Anything else, fam, before I get out of here? Here's a brother I want to shout out, man. Mujahid. Thank you very much, good bro. And there was a couple of other Muslim brothers that I had met that's in the Naga organization. Very good brothers, man. Even though I don't deal with the organization, those are some good people inside the organization. Dang, so lay backtracking now. She's like, she laughed my ass off. I'm just playing. I ain't in my prime. I'm gonna pull out that strap. I ain't fighting no more. um, in the immortal words of Pootie Tang, can somebody let me know his immortal words? There's levels to this, and I'm sure Guy and some of the other people will agree with me. You're gonna get the verbal judo, you're gonna get the pepper spray, all right? You might even get cut too short to shit before the strap come out. You'll get some more verbal judo, you'll get a couple of more warnings, but then after that, yeah, I got nothing else left for you. All right. You'll get the I'll avoid you, barricade, escape, then I'm gonna stand my ground. All right. Yeah. All right, fam. This is your brother, Professor Griff, just conversating with you tonight about the violence that's going on in these cities and that kind of thing. And it was a beautiful conversation. Thank everyone. Um, remember, the Serious Minds Brain Tonic is on sale, and the Resurrection Formula. All right. Sadate, how you know that, Soleil? See, I gotta keep my eye on you. Sadate, the immortal words of Pootie Tang, Sadate. All right. How come the rest of y'all didn't know that? And the woman that's in her prime knew that. All right. Remember the Public Enemy snapbacks on sale. Hit me up 678-557-2919 or go to my website www.professorgriff.me. And last but not least, the gun mags. Thanks to Gas Tactical. All right, Prophet of Gauge, the Prophet of Rage, PG to PE. There's only a few of them left, probably about a dozen. That's it. All right, family. Love y'all to life. Peace. Stay vigilant. Stay prepared. Keep your head on swivel. All right. No time for napping. I thank you very much, Quan. Really appreciate you. You can contact me at www.professorgriff.me. And, of course, text me at 678-557-2919. And once again, R-I-H, rest in harmony. R-I-M, rest in melody to our good brother. All right. I should say our good brothers. All right. The Kango Kid. And, of course, our brother Hub, the bass player for the Roots. All right. Love y'all to life, fam. It's Professor Griff. I'm out. Remember, if y'all need some training, hit your brother up, 678-557-2919. All right. Peace, fam. Peace. 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 All right. Welcome to Tricknology, where we focus in on safety, training, education, and legal protection. This is Professor Griff, NRA, USCCA certified instructor. Classes are being held twice a month. Contact me at 678-557-2919. That's 678-557-2919. Thank you, and welcome to Tricknology, safety, training, education, and legal protection.